Hey there, welcome back to the Moria playthrough. Let me just adjust my cords, which I probably should have done before bringing you into this. And off we go. We're still just exploring 1300, looking for potions that will increase our stats. Upon completion of the entirety of this level, we will, which is now I think, we're going to head to the to depth 1250. So let's make our way there. I see to the northeast. How does one get there? Shift W, and we will scroll the screen. Yeah, okay. Just making sure we know the route. It's up here, actually. So we'll go up to 1250. We will explore the entirety of that. Let's just make sure we're using our sword. Yep. Our sword that lets us see invisible people. Oh, there's a little door to explore there too. Might as well check it out. We haven't found any of the special potions on this level yet. So it'd be nice to rectify that. It'd be great if we come up here and realize, oh yeah, here it is. That's not it. Do we want to carry that in any way? Do we have anything? The potion of haste self, I think I'm going to drop in favor of that. Drop potion of haste self. Where are you, sir? Aye. And we'll grab this up. These guys can poison us, but that's okay. Poison is not the end of the world right now. Because we can do this. P, C, A. And we're all better. Alright, let's just see what's beyond this door. It could be like a one square space for all I know, but alright, not much here. I should have double checked what this was before I approached it. Not that the Shrieker Mushroom was in any way a threat, but because rather oh, that's where we want to go actually, but because it could have been something much worse. Protect ourselves from evil, kill that guy easily. Kill these worm masses, double check what they are first. Yeah, they can poison as well. Not a problem. What is that, a Staff of Darkness or something? No, treasure location, okay. I remember. Alright, one more level to go. We'll clear this level, and then we will head up to the surface with a word of recall, and then repeat the process. Until such time as we have gotten some of our stats up. Probably not all of them, but the important ones anyway. Certainly strength and wisdom, probably constitution. Intelligence and charisma are not important enough to really worry about. If we raise them, that's great. But charisma, especially at this stage, I can't see it having any real benefit to us, because the only thing it's good for that I know of is to lower the price of items that are for sale in the store and let you earn more from sales in a store. And just money is not, as far as I can tell at this stage, not that vital of a resource. It was, that's for sure, it really was. But we have almost 30,000 right now, and little to spend it on, to be honest. Unless, again, the circumstances change and they start selling things in the stores that, like the potions, if they start selling the potions we're looking for in the store, which I doubt they will, but if they do, as they do in Angband for certain, then suddenly money is valuable. Even if they do, it may not be until such time as our characters progressed much deeper in the dungeon, and we won't be progressing much deeper in the dungeon until we have the potions we're looking for. So it's kind of a catch-22. Let's pick that up. We need a better cloak, as I recall. Our current one is +1. It's worth checking. For the sake of the cost of one identify scroll, we'll be getting more soon when we go back to town, probably. Admittedly, we've gotten very, very lucky in the last little while. Yeah, it's better. Let's wear it. Wear you. I'll drop the old one. And pick this up. Whoops. Alright. Gained an armor class. We've gotten very, very lucky with the last few visits to the town. They've been selling like 10 and 12. I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers, but they've been selling a lot of identify scrolls. Probably more than we can count on. So we've certainly made trips before where they're selling like 2. So, you know, we got to be a little bit cautious. There's a ghost up there I'm a little worried about. I think we should try to confront it as soon as possible so we don't forget where it is. I'm going to leave this mouse as a pointer to roughly where it was. Matter of fact, I'm casting Protection from Evil right now. We're using the appropriate sword that if it shows up, we'll be able to immediately take it on and see it. There it is. Let's kill it. Yep. God knows that would set us back. Let's do another quiz about evil there. Quiz for evil. Detect evil, I mean. Not a quiz. I'm not going to ask you questions about evil. There's a wraith/white down there. Most of those we don't mind facing. The barrel white remains beyond our capacity to casually defend against. So here's what we were really hoping for: is a potion. Please be the right kind. Nope. Literally the opposite of the kind we want. What are you? Alright, that's fine. Staircase down. Often there's like a guardian sitting on the stair or the past the door there in these rooms, so I thought it was worth checking there. Let's go back up in here. Let's rest for a minute so that we can cast Protection from Evil again. It's back in place. Still got plenty of mana. I'll come back for that in a minute. I guess I'll do it now. Just in case there's a potion under it. Nope. Shards of pottery under it. That helps us in no way. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Drop you. Wasn't expecting to just find it in the hallway like that, but that's great. Q, I. And the wisdom went up by 20. Did you see that? 20. I thought they only went up by 10 per. That's great. That means we need less of them to succeed in this game than I thought. Okay, we can't actually reach that barrel white or whatever the hell it was from here. So let's try not to forget that it's down there. Do another check for evil. Nope, nothing up ahead. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Things are going really well, guys. We're moving along smoothly and happily here. That's fine. 71 mana now we have with our heightened wisdom. Granted, we're wearing like 40 or 4 wisdom points worth of, or 40, I guess. 0.4 wisdom points worth of equipment. But still. Let's PCE and kill whatever this is. Cloud Giant, excellent. Toughest giants we've met yet are the Cloud Giants. Let's pick that up. Just drop the shovel. No, not the shovel. Amulet of Charisma. And let's read this. Make sure we're using our weapon. This has a good chance of working because our excellent. Because our new bastard sword of Slay Undead wasn't that heavily enchanted in terms of damage. Did I just see a door open? I thought I saw something move back to the east. No, I can't have. I obviously opened that door to come in here, so I guess not. Not sure what that was. Nothing in here, eh? I mean, we can't complain. If I knew for sure there was a hard and fast rule that you can only find one, one potion of race statistics per level, if I knew that was the case, then it would be time to return to the surface right now. But I don't. For all I know, you can find 2 or more. So let's stick it out. We've been gaining a lot more. Whoops, not that. Gaining a lot more experience by heading down to 1350 than we are at 1250. Like a lot more, it feels like. A lot more powerful monsters. But that's not our primary avenue of advancement right now. Not experience, it's the actual attributes via the potions. That's the only way to advance them that I'm aware of in this game. Red dragon bat. It can breathe fire. So let's just blast it. There. Alright, we'll take that as well. Let's drop an amulet of charisma. Let's take our equipment just to make sure that there's nothing we want to remove first. Like we should probably take off the bar chainmail. Should we? No, let's leave it in place. I was thinking we should take it off because we might just buy a new one, but whatever. Alright. Matters not in this case anyway. So our gauntlets of slaying are back up to standard gauntlets with a +2 to hit and a +3 to damage. That's not bad. We're up to 42 armor class. It's not great compared to our highest. Again, I could be totally wrong, but I think I remember us being at like 55 plus. Maybe 54 at one point. Ring of teleportation. I just don't know, again, if that's of... Oops, if that's of value to us or not. Do we want to drop anything to take it? I don't believe we do. Acid balls, by the way, it turns out do 60 points of acid damage when they hit. Frost bolts do 6 die 8. Lightning does 4 die 8. I looked it up. Now I'll keep what I got. I have my staff of teleportation, don't I? I didn't lose that. Yeah. Not to mention my portal spell, which can get me out of trouble most of the time. Let's just check for stuff. Whoops. As a matter of fact, we will start to... I'm going to cast Protection from Evil. By the time it wears off, I usually actually have all my mana back, so it might be worthwhile just walking around with it going full tilt all the time now. In case we, miss an undead that comes out of nowhere and just nabs us, We'll be ready for it. Let's cast our detection spells again. Let's rest. Let's cast Protection from Evil again. And keep moving. Whoa. Got it. Elvish Waybread. Let's drop the Amulet of Charisma. We haven't carried rations in a long while. And we haven't even had to rely on our own spell to create food. We've just been finding food or scrolls of create food or Waybread or whatever. We've been finding tons of stuff to eat, so getting rid of those rations was probably a wise move. Freed up a slot for us. I don't remember where that W was, so I want to be a little cautious. Oops, I wasn't trying to do that. That was interesting. Interesting, you can, let's try that. Let's try D. It's a dragon. You want to recall those details? Yes. Okay, so you can actually cycle through. Can you cycle through? Yeah, you can cycle through the monster memories of monsters even if they're not on screen. I didn't know that. It's kind of neat to know. You just press, that was we covered this in the first episode, but you can press / like divide by sign, I guess that is, under the question mark there on my keyboard, and then type in anything you want. Floating eye, yes, and we can go through and look at all the different floating eyes we've met. 3 kinds. Interesting stuff, I think. See, our mana's all the way back, and here we are. Protection from Evil. Just cast it again. It's a good deal. We're in a good position as far as that's concerned, I think. Yeah, not sure what the special ability of the water spirit is. The air is invisible, the earth can walk through walls, the fire can use fire damage to burn the stuff in your backpack. I don't know that the water has any special ability, and under the under the conditions of what this game is and what it entails, in terms of the elements. I mean, there are no rivers or anything in the game. I don't know what you would do for a water elemental, or water spirit, but it's just kind of unusual. You can blind us and poison us, but that's okay. It's dead. Something else hit me though, so let's quickly eat. Oops. Eat. No, not eat. Q. Quaff. H. Potion of Cure Critical Wounds. There we go. It gets rid of our poison, our blindness, and our confusion if we had it. I think poison. And it lets us see what the hell's going on around us. In this case. Nothing in here. I think we've done PAG sufficiently. Yeah, nothing in here. Bottom southwest corner of the map is my guess. Yeah. I think my protection from evil just wore off. Let's get that back in place. Well, I'm pretty excited to see that those potion. Thank God. Look at that. We would have been open to it. We would have lost some dexterity there if we hadn't been doing the protection thing. Let's drop. Probably our Amulet of Charisma. At least for a second. Let's pick this up. And let's read a Scroll of Identify. How much does it do? +1. I'll drop that. Pick up the Amulet of Charisma instead. Which I may or may not identify when we get back to town. It's really going to depend on... Shit. It's really going to depend on how many scrolls he has for sale for me in the store. Giant. We still have our protection in place, so let's keep moving. Although we will rest here. And then cast it immediately again. It seemed to me there was a... I should press Shift W and screen over, yeah. Let's just head back. I want to flesh out this area before I move onwards to the east. Not too concerned about losing track of that giant. If force comes to worse and I bump into that giant unawares, not a problem. Not a threat. Got the protection back in place. In case we randomly meet a Quasit or something again. That is not a room. Where are you, giant? There it is. I can't get over there easily. Oh, is that an enchant weapon to hit? I thought it was an enchant weapon to damn, that last thing we read, but it's +7 to hit now, eh? Pretty cool. Not sure which is more valuable to me right now. PCE. Open. Don't care about the glaive. Huh. I thought I was going to encounter that giant here for sure. Took me by surprise. There he is. Just a frost giant. We've not yet seen a monster drop one of the special potions. Let's hope, baby. Come on, baby. Not what I thought, but Potion of Healing. Do I want that? I mean, it heals like 200 hit points. It's a very valuable thing to have. But what would I drop? I think we're going to drop the scroll of teleport. We've been carrying it forever as a quick getaway, but we have our staff of teleportation. I always forget to use it anyway. Let's just drop the scroll of teleport. The advantage of the scroll versus the staff is that the staff relies on our devices score, which is quite high. Magic device is excellent. But there's still a chance I could fail. I could try and use a staff and it could fail. And if it did... Nothing there. If it did, PC. Let's just always keep that going now. I'd be in a tight jam, right, if I was trying to get out in a hurry. The scroll won't fail me, I don't think. But it's one use, and it takes up an entire inventory slot. And I've been carrying it for frickin' ever, thinking I'll use it the next time I need to teleport, and then I always forget to. Or I think, why waste it, and I'll just portal instead. But that potion of healing is worthwhile carrying if we can collect them again. PCE. Because they do everything the cure critical wounds will do, but instead of healing like maybe, I don't remember what it is, like 8d6 or something like that. Instead of that, they heal 200 hit points, so like almost all my hit points back. In a tight jam, that could really save us. Oh, what do you think, guys? Vermilion, I have hope. Let's cast light first. Let's drop that amulet of charisma. Let's pick up the vermilion potion. Uh-oh. A grave white. We know nothing about that. Let's try and kill it from a distance with PCB. Hit it once. We do 1.5 times the normal damage to it with this. Whoa, I did that wrong. PCB. Alright, we got it. Whatever it was, we got it. Alright, let's do this first. Let's read this scroll of Identify. To identify the vermilion potion, which I have a good feeling about. Potion of Constitution. Excellent. Oh, we found 2 on this level, didn't we? I'll find out in the playback for sure, but I think we just did, which means, yes, you can find 2. That is awesome news, guys. Alright, let's actually check these 2. It was dropped by, I think, a very powerful monster. I don't know if that matters, but just in case, let's check out these soft leather boots. They're just standard soft leather boots. Waste of a scroll. Alright, we dropped them. Take this back. I wish there was a way to status check if my protection from evil is still going. Let's rest up here, actually. Let's do all the... Whoops. Let's get this rat. Formal bunny, rather. Just doing all the checks again. PCE. Can breathe to corrode. Let's kill it from a distance. Whoops. It said it enveloped several creatures. Several screams of agony. I must have killed 2 things, but I don't even know what the second thing was. It must have been right here in the doorway and I couldn't see it. Or maybe it was just beyond the doorway. Either way, it's dead. Be nice to know what I killed, though. Alright, let's do it again. PCE. Ready to move on. Ration of food. See, we could eat that right now. Let's do it. Might as well. I don't know if we need it yet, but now we're full again. Well, this has been a really good frickin' round. Mushroom of Minor Cures, which we could also eat, but it wouldn't give us so much food that I really care right now. Not worth the time to drop something and pick that up. Oh, this is a room, isn't it? Like a special room? No, I guess not. I thought I was detecting a pattern here. Oh, it breathes acid. Your large metal shield is damaged. What got us? I don't think I can... Oh, and my bar chainmail. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't know what just hit us, but we dropped 3 armor class there. Harpies. No, hobgoblins, rather. Well, I don't know what got us. Probably I was going to say a dragon. Actually, a 1250 probably was a black dragon bat is my guess, but it could also be what's called an acid bat. I'm guessing because we've met a lightning bat, which is different from a blue dragon bat. So I'm guessing there is that. The fact that it did so much to me, I don't know. Did it breathe twice? Is that what happened? I mean, how did it? How did it damage so much? It was to our north here, wasn't it? Kind of. PAA. Unfortunately, that's not going to reveal it if it's not evil. What is this? There's a hobgoblin to the south. Let's go get it. I'm not protected, by the way. I should be. So let's cast that right now. And keep exploring. Can we find a third potion on this level? Okay, it's getting us again. I mean, if I could figure out where the fuck it was. It is Black Dragon Bat. Damn it. Well, it took down like 5 armor class at least. Yeah, it's taking us down 5 armor class. But we will be heading back to town soon. We can replace the... I mean, the bar chainmail is not a big deal. Easy to replace. The other stuff kind of sucks. But it's just a fact of life on this level. And we gotta... Or on these levels, so we gotta deal with these acid creatures. Safe from evil again. Can you be a third? Oh, alright, well, what the fuck. Very minorly useful to me. Saved me like 3 gold pieces. Can't dampen my spirit, Black Dragon Bat. I've been doing too good lately to let you ruin my day. How do we get to that? I see. I see. I don't know if we've done these checks over here. Let's just do them again. Protection is in place. Hobgoblin. Nothing else. Medium metal shield. Yeah, my potion restore mana is nice. Oops, I want to look at my E. Let's for a minute, again, well it's worth checking the metal shield. It's innately 1 armor class less than my large shield, but... And not as good at bashing, apparently. But, read L. Just in case. We could use an armor class boost. Nope. Not with that one we couldn't. Alright. Have we done the checks here? I'm sure we have, but let's... Yeah, I think we did it just a second ago. I love that I just cast protection from evil twice, and I was still at a mana level that I was, previously was my maximum. Like 2 videos ago was my maximum or something like that. Alright, there's nothing here. I think we're almost ready to head back to town. Hopefully get some more potions of restore life level. Some more identify scrolls would be great. Actually, we might be done. How do we get there? There's a little bit more to explore over here. Let's go way up to the northeast first. I hear a crying child in the distance. Whoops. Kind of a shrieking child, actually. Not the best soundtrack for a dungeon crawl, but I don't know if you're registering that. If you are, I apologize. Not for the fact that a child is crying. I take no umbrance to that. He can cry away. Uh-oh. Well, I think the black mold only does damage. Which is, again, surprising, given that... I mean, I would have made that probably cost you Constitution or something, given it's, in real life, a serious health hazard. They're white over there or something. And a trap. There's a whole area over here we didn't explore. Gotta move a little slowly here. We don't have the run command to allow us to stop running when we approach that white or whatever it is, but we need to move slowly until we know what this is. Okay, we can be protected from it. Let's just cast it, because it can lower our experience. Let's cast Protection from Evil a second time, just to make sure it doesn't run out mid-combat. And then we just walk up and tear it down. It's no longer a threat at all. I mean, you can still do that, I guess, but PAD. There, it's dead. Scroll of Identify, that's useful. Wand of Disarming, I may even drop my current Wand of Disarming, which is down to 4 charges. Pick up this one, which I'm guessing is going to have more than 4. Don't need that. I think we may be done. Are we done? There's a tiny bit there. In the interest of full exploration, in case we can discover definitively 3 can appear on a map, let's just go check that area. Won't take us long. When we're done that, we will call it quits for this episode. We will not return to town during this episode because we made it a policy that we would avoid doing so in case we realize afterwards there was something else we wanted to do. Let's just have a quick look just so we know again. When we return, we are definitely town portaling back to town. That's the map. That's our map, guys. All right. Have a good one. I will be back a little later.